Welcome back, pipe smokers from all over the world. My name is Brian. This is my channel, Pipe Currency. You can find me on Instagram at pipe_currency. Everyone is welcome, of course. As I stated in my previous video, I am leaving Kyiv next week and heading to Krakow and then on to Canada. Of course, in Canada, it's going to be winter. It's going to be far too cold to smoke outside, and I'm not going to be able to smoke in wherever I'm living, so it's going to be a pipe smoking hiatus. So I'm only going to take 2 pipes with me to Canada. I'm going to take my Stanwell Army mount, which I have shown you guys this pipe before. I smoke Virginias predominantly in this, and my Bruno Nuttons billiard. I really like this pipe. Got the Cumberland stem. I smoke Virginia or Latakia blends, usually Englishes, but it can be flake tobacco as well. This is a great pipe. I'll be taking just these 2 with me, because as I said, I'm not going to really be able to smoke while I'm there. And it just gives me an excuse to purchase more pipes as well. And I'm going to be leaving behind the bulk of my collection. So I'm going to go through now and say a few things about some of the pipes that I'm leaving behind. Okay, so let's start with the beast in my collection, Savinelli Joker. The very first pipe I ever purchased, I think back in November of 2014. I smoke mostly Englishes in here. I smoke a lot of Penzance in this pipe, as well as one of my other favorites, GLP's Quiet Nights. This thing smokes both Penzance and Quiet Nights beautifully. It's been such a great and loyal pipe. It's kind of a shame to leave it behind, but I feel it belongs here in Kyiv. I purchased it in Canada, in Fort Mac, and I brought it with me back in 2015, and it's been here ever since, and it survived the war to this point. And I would, you can see back down there, Savinelli Joker 111 KS. I believe this is where it belongs, in Ukraine, and that's where I'm going to leave it. So that'll be left behind, as will my other beast in my collection. I smoke a lot of Marlin Flake, guys. I just did a review of this the other day. This Ashton billiard smokes Marlin Flake wonderfully. It also smokes Howl the Wind. This has been my morning smoke pipe. I used to smoke tons of twist flake through this pipe. At least 2 or 3 pounds of twist flake has passed through this pipe, and you can see how it's oxidated down there. Again, another beast in my collection. This cake is starting to build up in it, but it belongs in Kyiv as well, even though I did buy it in Fort Mac. I'm also leaving behind my Nirap. I like this little pipe. I've spoken about it before. It's got the acorn shape. This has been a great pipe, and in this pipe I've been smoking Bob's Chocolate Flake, because I dedicated this pipe to Lakelands, and because I find the Lakelands, maybe other people will disagree, it will ghost the pipe. I know that because when I first got back to Kyiv, I had some Telegraph Hill in here just to test it out, and I swear I got the Lakeland essence in there. From the Bob's Chocolate Flake and Stonehenge Flake I've smoked in this, and Balkan Mixture by Gawith and Hogarth. But you can see, I don't know if that shows up, you can see what it says back there about the pipe. This has been a great pipe. This little Stanwell, you guys remember this? I purchased this when I was in Krakow. This is a great little smoker. I actually seriously debated taking this one with me because it's been such a terrific smoker, but I think I prefer to have my Stanwell. It's a little more expensive, the Stanwell, so I want to have that with me. But this has been a great pipe. Again, I got this in Krakow in, I think it was June or July. I can't remember. But as I said, great smoker. Just been smoking Virginias in that. Oh, the 320. Not going to bring it with me. I'm going to leave the 320 behind. It's been, as I said, I've warmed up to the 320 a lot more. There's the info. I don't know if it shows up, the info on the back. I've warmed up to the 320 a lot more than I did before. It smokes Englishes really well, and it's not one I'm going to take with me, but I have to say, the 329, I don't know if we'll ever be as much friends as I am like with my Ashton or something like that, but it's been a great smoker and a great pipe, and I'll be leaving that one behind as well. This one I got when I was in Fort Mac in 2023, I think. This Savinelli, I barely smoked this, and it's a shame because it's a great pipe. I might actually, there's the info. Again, I don't know if this actually shows up. The Savinelli Antica 205 or maybe 505. It's a really small print back there. This is a terrific little pipe. I might actually smoke some Ashton's in this, Ashton's Artisan, before I give it to Alex to take with him. But again, great little pipe. I'm actually going to miss. I debated taking this one with me as well, but what can you do? All right, let me show you a very underrated pipe. This is a Savinelli Professor bent, and you can see the cake build up. I've been smoking this religiously. It has been such a warrior and such a great pipe. If you can get one of these, I highly recommend it. Yeah, Savinelli Professor 611. I got this on sale in 2017 from smokingpipes.com, and I cannot say enough good things about it. And I've been smoking in it Solani 633, Dunhill Flake. It smokes Virginia's wonderfully. And these two I've had, you know, I've been smoking these in the morning too, along with Marlin Flake, and it smokes them wonderfully. And again, as I said, such an underrated pipe. It's kind of a shame I'm leaving it behind because it's been such a great smoker. But again, I think I would just rather have the Stanwell because it is more expensive. And it is, the Stanwell smokes extremely well. It's a shame to leave this behind, but I'll come back to it. I'll get it again. Great pipe though. Here's my Peterson. Can't remember the name. Waterford, I think. Peterson Waterford. Good pipe. Yeah, here it is. Peterson Waterford 602, I think that says. It's really small print. Maybe 502. No, it looks like 602. I can't tell. Another good smoker, but one I neglect. It's a shame I neglect this pipe because it does smoke. I smoke Englishes in here. And I don't smoke a lot of Englishes anymore, so that's why I neglect this pipe. But when I'm smoking it, I always think, why don't I smoke this pipe more? Because I like the shape, I like the apple end to the pipe. But great little pipe there. That it's a shame that I don't give it more attention. Here's the second pipe I ever bought, Peterson Killarney. Again, this is, you can see there the Peterson Killarney. It's been a great smoker, great pipe. I smoke Englishes in this. And it's another pipe that, to me, just belongs in Ukraine. It's been here since 2015, and I'm not going to bring it with me because it's part of my Ukraine pipe smoking experience, and this is where it belongs. But this has been a great smoker too. Here's one I used to smoke all the time. It's a Savinelli Marta. Yeah, you can see Marta right there. It's been, you can see that this has been buffed off a little bit, but I remember back in 2018, 19, and entering COVID, I smoked lots of early morning pipe, Chelsea Morning, John Cotton Smyrna, Maltese Falcon, Ashton's Artisan Blend has passed through this pipe. It's a great smoker, and it's one I've neglected. I don't even know if I smoked this since I've come back to Kyiv. It's just been sitting there, and it's a shame. It is a great little pipe. But I got to give it more attention in the future. Got two more here. Here's one I've neglected a lot. This is another Savinelli Professor. This is a smooth. You can see the stamp is been preserved because I've hardly smoked it at all. I think I've only smoked maybe a dozen bowls. This used to be my afternoon pipe before I'd go to work. Back in 2018, 19, I would smoke an English in here, but I've just been neglecting it. It's really a shame. It's a nice small little pipe, very portable. That was the idea when I purchased it, that I would take it with me when I went out. The thing is, I don't really enjoy smoking a pipe in public that much, not at least when I'm in Europe, because, it's enough to be a foreigner, let alone drawing attention to yourself, smoking a pipe. But it's a good little smoker. It's just one I neglect, and it's a shame. Okay, one more, guys. And this one deserves special respect. This is my Savinelli Punto Oro. I got this. You could see just how worn it's been. I have smoked pounds of Twist Flake. This was my go-to, and you can see the finish is all worn off. I got this in the autumn, I think it was the autumn of 2022, when I got back to Canada after escaping the war in Ukraine, and I used to smoke Twist Flake every morning in this pipe. It has been a beast in my collection. It's going to earn this rest. I'm not going to take it with me, but it has done yeoman's work. I think every 2022, 2023, and 2024, I smoked Twist Flake almost every morning in this beauty. I also smoked Sixpence, Navigator. It's got that nice big bowl. It's been just such a great pipe. It's kind of a shame I'm leaving it behind, but I can't take everything with me. But it's pretty beat up, as you can say. And I think when I go back to Canada, I might get another Savinelli Punto Oro because I was very happy with this one. But as I said, it deserves special respect in my collection because it's been just a beast. Anybody that can smoke Twist Flake every single morning for 2 or 3 years deserves special respect. These two could tell you lots of stories about Twist Flake and coffee in the morning, because between 2018 and 2024, these are the only these are the two mainstays that I was smoking in the morning, my Ashtons and my Savinelli Punto Oro. All right, there you go, guys. The pipes I'm leaving behind. Again, I'm going to take my Stanwell and my Bruno Nuttons. It's kind of sad to say goodbye to the pipes, but as I said before, to me, these pipes belong in Ukraine because they are, for me, a part of my Ukraine experience, and I just think this is where they belong. This is where they're supposed to be, in my opinion. And I'm going to come back to Ukraine, of course. I always come back, especially when the war ends. I will 100% come back. But you got to make sacrifices when you're as nomadic as I am and you're moving around. You just can't take everything with you. But as I said, it's an excuse to purchase more pipes. When I go to Canada, I'm going to buy 2 or 3 more new ones. Maybe get a new Ashton, get a new Punto Oro by Savinelli. We'll see. Okay, thank you for watching this video, guys. I sincerely appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, please like, or at least comment and tell me which one of these pipes you liked the best. I'd be interested in hearing from you, okay? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.